Welcome to the ILF Computer Center's Joomla series. This is part 5, author articles. What we're going to do is log in. Alrighty, from here we already disabled the login part, so I'm going to have to turn that back on. So what we'll have to do is go to Extensions, go to Module Manager, and we are going to add a new login. We'll go to Next. And now the title of this is going to be Author Login. We want to show the title is yes. It is going to be enabled. It's going to be on the left, and we want it under our main menu. So it'll show up right here. It'll be a new area right below our main menu for our authors to be able to log in to add content. So what we're going to do is the menu is going to be on all pages. Pre-text, this is what we can put in before the login and after the login. I'm not going to worry about it. Login redirection page. If you were to log in, it would redirect to any area we want them to be if we wanted to specify. We'll cover all this more advanced stuff later on. We can also turn on the greeting and username and all that other good junk. So we're going to go ahead and hit save because we know everything there is okay. Now it's enabled, author login. So now when we preview, it shows it right here. So now our login, or authors can go ahead and log in to the website. So now we need to create some authors. So we're going to go to our user manager, which is right here. It's also in the control panel under user manager. And we're going to add a new author. And his name is going to be John Doe. His username is going to be John Doe. Email. I'm going to leave that blank. New password is where you create a password for him. Now that's something you might want to email to your new author, or if you want to just have them set one up when they first register. I'm not going to worry about it. These guys are going to be authors, which means they have more abilities than registered people. So if there's more on your website that requires an author, then they get access to it. Registered users don't. Same with editor and publisher. Super administrator has control of everything. So we're going to set up our block user, no. Receive system emails, no. System emails from Joomla, like if there's a problem or if it's done doing some kind of background whatevers, it'll send these people emails. We don't want them to. And we're definitely not going to block our user, our author. The reason why you'd want to block a user is for if they were abusing the website and you gave them a warning, so they're suspended for a month, then you hit yes and it'll block them from logging in. Backend language is going to be its default as English, but we can go ahead and change it anyway. Same with that. User editor, we're going to use the tiny MCE. They would get that automatically if you don't set this, so none of this is actually that important to change. It'll automatically use its default unless you have several different languages that you want users to use. Like if you had an author in the Philippines, you'd want to change that to their home language and it'd actually be scanned that way. The help site is local. The time zone, since John Doe is here with me, we're in Mountain Time, and we're going to leave that. But you'd want to change that, like if you had a author in the Philippines or in any other part of the world, or Yangon, Bangkok, whatever. Then it would show that when they upload their, or when they save rather, their article information, it'll actually timestamp it correctly according to their time. So we'll go ahead and leave all that and hit save. Now we have a Mr. Oh, gonna make me do an email. Huh? Alright, let's go with a fake one. John Doe at ilfcomputercenter.com, because that's my server. And I don't care if I get error messages, I'll just delete it later. So we'll go ahead and hit save. Now Mr. John Doe is now an author for us. So we're going to go ahead and pretend we are the author logging in. So we come to our main website. Our username, John Doe, our password. And then when we hit login, go ahead and we're not now. John Doe's probably not going to exist very much longer. So hi John Doe, that's our greeting that we had set. So now, from this point, he can go into any one of the section and categories and write. So we'll go to golf courses, and we're going to add, he's going to add a new one. This little icon here will show up for John Doe only, nobody else. So we'll go ahead and click on that. And now John Doe has the ability to add an article to that category. So he's going to add a new one. Just for fun. We're just going to wind up deleting this anyway because I want this section to be nothing but golf courses. So this is just authoring. And now he has control. He can add his own HTML links, images, bullet points. He has almost all the same controls that the administrator has on their end. You can put an image, a page break, read more. You can toggle the editors back and forth. Publishing. You're gonna under golfing information category is going to be golf courses. See, that font can barely show up, so I'm gonna have to adjust that a little bit too. That gray is just a little too dark. Anyway, front page. No author alias. This is if he wants to put in his own alias, like Special John. That's going to be his alias. He's going to start publishing. If you leave these blank, it'll start publishing immediately. If you click on this, you can tell it what date you wanted to start publishing, and your end publishing can be at any date as well. So we can have a 4-day article, and it'll stop publishing it. It'll automatically send it to closed as soon as that date arrives, 11:26 a.m. on the 26th of April. Access level. These are the people that can actually read John Doe's article. Public, registered, and special. Ordering. New article defaults to the first position, so it'll automatically put it at the very beginning. Description. If he wanted to add his meta description in, he could. So he could put in like test of the article writing system. And he can put in his own keywords. So article, test, Joomla, golfing, and you get the idea. So when he's done with his article, all he has to do is hit save, and it submitted it. Right now, any article that is saved is going straight to the administrator panel. So the administrator has control to be able to read the article and make sure it's all going right. So we go back into the admin panel. So that now that John Doe has submitted his article, the administrator comes in and sees there's a new article waiting. It's not published. It's from Special John. And he can go in, read it, change any of the settings, and turn it to being published. So we save it, and then the administrator goes ahead and goes along his way. And now there is John's article that he can go ahead and come in here and edit at any point wanted to add more information. Then you go ahead and save it. And now he can just keep continuing editing the one article on his own. Tags and everything will be edited by themselves. And that's how a front-end user can add content. So that's it in a nutshell, and we'll be covering more advanced features of article editing in the future for authors. And thank you for visiting, and I hope to see you soon. You can visit our website at ilovecomputercenter.com, And I will be including the links in the description below. Have a good day and hope to see you soon.